This is your channel Passion for Physics. So please subscribe this channel if you like the content of the video. So in the last session we discussed about units and measurement chapter. So under this we discussed some of the important concepts such as what is unit, what is measurement, different unit systems, SI unit system, and some of the fundamental and supplementary physical quantities. We also discussed the difference between radian and steradians. So in this session we will solve some of the important multiple choice questions. Okay, so let us start. uh, I would like to apologize for an error in my last video. There was a typo in the examples for a derived physical quantity tabulations. The unit of pressure was mentioned as a meter square kg per second square. Actually, sorry for that. Please note that unit of pressure is kg per meter per second square. So with this, let us begin now. The first MCQ question is 10 millimeter is equal to how many kilometers? So options given are option A 10 power 5, option B 10 power minus 4, option C 10 power minus 5, and option D none of these. So now let us look at the solution. We know that in a measurement we have a number and a unit, and also we need to remember is number is inversely proportional to its unit. So we can formulate a formula like number 1 into unit 1 is equal to number 2 into unit 2. So now we have 10 millimeter is equal to x into kilometer, where x is an unknown number in kilometer unit, and we need to find the value of x. So x is equal to 10 millimeter divided by kilometer, and millimeter is 10 power minus 3 meter, and kilo is 10 power 3, so kilometer is equal to 10 power 3 meter. So the value of x becomes x is equal to 10 power minus 5. So therefore 10 millimeter is equal to 10 power minus 5 kilometer, and the correct option is number C, 10 power minus 5. Now let us move on to second question. Which of the following system of unit is not based on units of mass, length and time alone? So options given are option A MKS, option B SI, option C CGS, option D FPS. Okay, so MKS unit system has meter, kg and second, and CGS unit system has centimeter, gram and second. FPS unit system has foot, pound and second, where foot is unit of length and pound is unit of mass. So and then but SI system has 7 fundamental units and 2 supplementary units. Therefore the correct option for this question is B, SI system. So now the third question is the base quantity among the following is. Options are option 1 speed, option 2 weight, option 3 mass, and option 4 area. So we know that speed is distance covered by time taken. So it is a derived physical speed is a derived physical quantity, and then weight is also a derived physical quantity, which is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. So area is also a derived physical quantity, and it is length into width. Therefore mass is the fundamental or base physical quantity. So the correct option for this question is 3, that is mass. So fourth question, in SI units the number of fundamental physical quantities are. Options given are option A 9, option B 7, option C 3, and option D none of these. So we all know that SI system is having 7 fundamental physical quantities and 2 supplementary physical quantities. So therefore, the correct option is B, that is 7. Now let us move on to question number 5. Match list X with list Y. So list X is a physical quantity and list Y contains units. Select the correct answers by using the codes given below. So in the list X, pressure, power, tension force and plane angle are given. In list Y, units such as Newton, radian, Pascal and watt are given. Okay, so now we know that pressure is force by area and its SI unit is Newton per meter square. So this unit is also called as Pascal. And power is the rate of doing work. So its unit is joules per second and it is having a special name in SI unit. It is called as watt. And the next one, the tension force, is basically a pulling force and its unit is in Newton. And plane angle is a supplementary physical quantity. Its unit is radian. So the correct options, the correct option for this question is option A. So now let us discuss question number 6. Match list 1 with list 2. The list 1 contains physical quantity, list 2 contains units. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. So in the list 1 contains physical quantities such as solid angle, energy, momentum and pressure. So list 2 contains units such as joule, kg meter per second, Newton per meter square and steradians. So solid angle is a supplementary physical quantity and its unit is steradian. Energy is a derived physical quantity, its unit is joule. Momentum is a derived physical quantity, its unit is kg meter per second. Pressure is a physical quantity, we have already discussed, its unit is Newton per meter square. So the correct option for this problem is option B. So then the next question, the 7th one, the solid angle of a sphere measured at its center is dash steradians. So now let us understand how to solve this problem. We know that solid angle omega is defined by area by r square, where r is the radius. So for the whole sphere, if you want to calculate the solid angle, then the area is the total surface area of the sphere. So we know that the total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. So substituting that, we get omega is equal to 4 pi r square divided by r square. R square and r square in the numerator and denominator will get cancelled. Finally we get omega is equal to 4 pi. So the correct option is 4, that is 4 pi steradians. Now let us move on to question number 8. SI unit of energy is, options given are option 1 erg, option 2 electron volt, option 3 joules, option 4 none of this. So we know that erg is an CGS unit of energy, electron volt is a unit of energy, joule is a SI unit of energy. So the correct option is option number 3, that is joule. So SI unit of energy is joule. And we need to remember some of the important conversions from CGS to SI. That is 1 erg is equal to 10 power minus 7 joules. And so electron volt to joule conversion is 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 joules. So the next question, question number 9. SI unit of force is? Options are option 1 dyne, option 2 erg, option 3 pound, option 4 Newton. So dyne is a CGS unit of force, but erg is an CGS unit of energy, and pound is a FPS unit of mass. So the correct answer for question number 9, the SI unit of force is Newton, that is option number 4. And you also need to remember the conversion from dyne to Newton. So 1 dyne is equal to 10 power minus 5 Newton. So now the 10th question, the derived physical quantity work is expressed by. So the options given are option A force into area, option B force by area, option C force by distance, option D force into distance. This is a very simple but slightly confusing. But the correct answer for this question is work is a derived physical quantity which is equal to force into distance. Option D is the correct one. So work is equal to, which can be expressed by force into distance. Now let us move on to next question. Question number 11. Total plane angle subtended by semicircle is. Options given are pi by 4 radian, pi by 3 radian, pi by 2 radian and pi radian. So solution for this, okay, so we know that for a complete circle, so theta is 360 degree. For a theta 360 degree, which will be equal to 2 pi radians. So for 180 degree, that is a semicircle, it will be pi radians. So the correct option is option number 4, that is pi radians. Now question number 12, which is similar to question number 11. So value of 45 degree in radian is. Options given are option 1 pi by 2, option 2 pi by 3, option 3 pi by 4 and option 4 pi by 5. Okay, so how do we solve this? We already know for 360 degree the conversion factor is 2 pi radians. Then for 45 degree it will be 45 divided by 360 into 2 pi, which will be equal to 2 pi by 8. So after simplification we get pi by 4 radians. So the correct option is option 3, pi by 4. Sorry. So in the next question, question number 13, which of the following is a unit of force? The options given are option A capital N into S, option B capital N into small m, option C small letter n into small letter m, option D small letter m into capital letter N. So this problem is also slightly confusing. Now let us look at the options again. So option A is NS, which is Newton second, but it is not the unit of force. Option B, N, capital it in caps, but M is in small letter. So Newton meter, it is also not the unit of force. Option C, N and M both are in small letter, which is nothing but nanometer, and again it is not the unit of force. Next, if you look at option D, small m into N, which is millinewton. So the correct option is option D, millinewton, which is the unit of force. Okay, so let us take question number 14. Ampere second is the unit of. Options given are option 1 current, option 2 charge, option 3 energy, option 4 power. So for current, it is defined by charge by time, and current is having a unit called ampere. So the charge can be defined by current multiplied by time. So charge will have a unit of ampere into second. So the correct option is option number 2, that is charge. Ampere second is the unit of charge. And we know that SI unit of energy is joule and SI unit of power is watt. So now let us move on to question number 15. So what is the correct sequence in which the mass of the following units increase? So number 1, 35 milligram, number 2, 3500 microgram, number 3, 0.0035 kilogram. So for solution for this problem is it will be easy if we convert the different units into one single unit. So 35 milligram we can convert this into gram by putting the value of milli as 10 power minus 3. So 35 milligram will be equal to 0.035 grams. 3500 microgram will be equal to 0.0035 gram. How do we get this? By putting micro as 10 power minus 6. So it is the prefix value, and 0.0035 kg will be equal to 3.5 grams. So here I have substituted for kilo, I replaced it by 10 power 3. So the ascending order will be like 3500 microgram, 35 milligram, and then 0.0035 kilogram. So the correct option is yes. So now question number 16. Electron volt is a unit of, so the options given are charge, option B potential energy, option C energy, option D magnetic force. So charge is a physical quantity whose unit is ampere second or coulomb. Potential difference is a physical quantity whose unit is volts. Energy is a physical quantity whose unit is joule. So electron volt is a unit of energy, and we have already discussed 1 electron volt is equal to 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 joules. Now question number 17. Light year is a unit of, option A time, option B distance, option C sunlight intensity, option D mass. So the correct option is distance, option B. Actually light year is an astronomical unit used to measure distance between two astronomical objects, because these astronomical objects will be very far from each other. So that's why we use light year as a unit to measure the distance between astronomical objects. Okay, now let us move on to question number 18. So measurement of a physical quantity is essentially the, option A, the process of taking readings on an instrument, option B, process of comparing with standard using an instrument, option C, process of observing the physical quantity, and option D, process of subdividing the physical quantity. So the question in the 18 number is measurement of a physical quantity is essentially the process of comparing with standard using an instrument. So the correct option for the question number 18 is B. Now question number 19. Unit for a fundamental physical quantity is, option A defined as best for various reference standard. Option B, defined as average various reference standards. Option C, the smallest measurable value of the physical quantity. Option D, reference standard for the physical quantity. So the correct answer for question number 19 is the unit for a fundamental physical quantity is the reference standard for the physical quantity. Option D. Now let us move on to question number 20. What is the power of a 100-watt bulb in CGS unit? Options given are: option A, 10 power 11 ergs per second. Option B, 10 power 9 ergs per second. Option C, 10 power 7 ergs per second. And option D, 10 power 6 ergs per second. Erg is a CGS unit of energy. We all know that. So now we have 100-watt bulb. Now let us we can convert 100-watt, or we can write 100-watt as 100 joules per second. And we know conversion is for 1 joule it is 10 power 7 ergs. Now let us substitute 10 power 7 ergs in place of joule. So that will be equal, so 100 watt will be equal to 100 into 10 power 7 ergs per second. So after simplification we get 100 watt is equal to 10 power 9 ergs per second. So the correct option for question number 20 is B. So now let us move on to last question, that is question number 21. Gram centimeter per second square stands for the unit of option A, energy, option B, force, option C, momentum, option D, acceleration. So energy in CGS unit is gram centimeter square per second square. Momentum in CGS unit is gram centimeter per second. So acceleration in CGS unit is centimeter per second square. So force in CGS unit is gram centimeter per second square. So the correct option for question number 21 is B. So gram centimeter per second square stands for the unit of force. So that's all from this video. Thank you for watching this video. All the best to you. So please like, comment, share and subscribe the channel Passions for Physics. Once again I would like to thank you very much for your continuous support.